Here is Gene Watson's improvement to the no propellant mass motor. The propulsion no propellant mass motor won't work. Nice try. The feeble microneutrons 30 to 50 is leak. Try this no propellant mass motor. So years ago there was a story that an inventor in Italy discovered microwave thrust in a vacuum that wasn't supposed to exist. It was called the no propellant mass motor. It's kind of like one of the over unity free energy devices that's supposed to be impossible. I think since then there were debunker articles, but Gene Watson thinks this version of a no propellant mass motor is an improvement and was highly skeptical about the claim of the no propellant mass motor generating thrust that's not supposed to be there using microwaves. So, he says, the feeble microneutrons 30 to 50 is leak. Try this no propellant mass motor. Here are the details. Metal surface, thrust. Looks kind of like a ball cut in half cylinder with a hollow center, and then like a metal rod with a sphere at the end of it in the center. Metal surface. In the atmosphere, bang, metal ball, points to the ball in the center. Much higher than microneutrons, 30 to 50. Thrust. He has another illustration that shows the same device emitting intense X-rays defocused beam. On the back of it, there's an insulator, and then there's a coolant input. Ball minus high. Ball minus symbol high. Then he has an illustration of a square wave, minus high, and then high frequency underneath. Improved circuitry square wave, when volts/millimeter goes critical. The energy content for one complete electromagnetic wave is the same, but for 1 meter length. The number of waves, microwaves, can be counted on one hand. If the motor is X-ray, the thrust is much higher, more energy. Number of X-rays very high. Why a half ball? So X-rays won't be a narrow beam out, cuts down on hazards for a spaceship trailing another. Kinetic energy equivalent to rest mass isn't rest mass. I told you Einstein used a fudge number trick talk. He's talking about Einstein's theory of relativity and did not agree with Einstein's theory. The mass 1 kilogram as rest mass is still 1 kg near light speed as rest mass. But the kinetic energy enormous seen from another reference frame. And then he has an illustration of, rest mass, showing the perspective he's trying to describe. That's an illustration of a bird. And then a bullet gun is shooting at it, then falling back down again. Then a cannon is shooting at it and falling back down again. Bullet gun, no harm. Bird is kissing it or kissing the bullet when it reaches the height and falls back down. Vertical velocity at that height, reference frame 2, a cannon is shooting. Kilometer height, still no harm to the bird. The cannonball falls back down. Reference frame different. Don't confuse rest mass with kinetic energy, fudge number. Big cannonball velocity at that height. Why Einstein is goofy talk? 100 kg man equals 100 birds weight 1 kg each. Man not equal to bird. Rest mass not equal to kinetic center. Rest mass with kinetic energy, bang.